Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing all right whenever you tune in and see this. So, this is going to be a general reading for Libra, air sign Libra for December into January, a little bit as well for 2024. Everybody is welcome. Let me just turn that down. Everybody is welcome, regardless of where you may have Libra in your chart. You could be a sun sign Libra, you could be an ascendant or rising sign Libra, or even have your moon in Libra, or even anywhere else in your chart where you have Libra. You may have some messages here as well. So always take what resonates for you and kind of leave the rest behind. So I want to check our sound real quickly and then kind of get started. But yeah, let's see here. Some messages here. Okay, so sound is good. Yay. And also, I think that's pretty good. So, yes, this is a general reading. Again, we're going to do the bones and charms. So as I cast the bones and charms, you're going to see them on this mat that has all these different sections that I'll go over. But once we're done casting the bones and charms, I will take the camera down and get really close so you can see everything up close and in detail. All right. So I wanted to start with the sound bell to kind of clear the energy, to check back in with my guides, and for you guys to take a couple of deep breaths if you feel guided. It's also a great way to clear the energy of the bones and charms from previous readings. All right. So if you're sensitive to sound, please feel free to turn it down a little bit as we're doing the sound bell. But yeah, this is going to be for Libra for December and a little bit into January as well. All right. Okay. Just put this over here, up out of the way. Now, when I shake the bones and charms in this little bowl, that's the way that I have to shuffle them. It does make a little bit of sound as well. So if it's too loud, you can temporarily turn the volume down. But I kind of have to do it before every reading. So thank you for your patience and understanding and all that stuff. All right, so spirits, please guide my hands. Messages for air sign Libra for December into January for the highest good. What does air sign Libra need to see, need to know for their highest good? Messages for air sign Libra for their highest good. Spirits, guide my hands. Spirits, guide my hands. A little bit more here. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Libra, the balance scales for December into January for the highest good. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages for Libra. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Libra for the highest good for December into January. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for air sign Libra for the highest good for December into January. Messages for air sign Libra for the highest good for December into January. Messages for air sign Libra for the highest good for December into January. Messages for air sign Libra for the highest good for December into January. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for air sign Libra. The balance scales for their highest good for December into January. Spirit, guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Libra for their highest good for December into January. Messages for air sign Libra for their highest good for December into January. Messages for air sign Libra for their highest good for December into January. Messages for air sign Libra for their highest good for December into January. All right. Whoa, we got some stuff a little bit all out in all the little different sections here. I'm just going to move in a couple of them that have gone onto the white part of the mat, so it doesn't alter the meaning. It's just closer to bring it together, so when we take our picture and when I bring the camera down, you can see everything. I'm just flipping over some of the bones and charms that I can, that aren't too close together. And I also wanted to say, if you are celebrating holidays, December and January, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, if you do. All right. That looks pretty good for now. Oh, wait, actually. Let's just bring this closer. Okay. So let me go ahead and take the picture and then we'll kind of get started here. Okay. All right. Now, I take a picture for all the different readings and then I post it on my Facebook page after the live is done for some people who may just want to look at it at a later time. So anyway, let me go ahead and take the camera down for you guys so you can see everything a little bit better here. Okay. So let me just reposition myself here and get that cord out of the way. Okay, so I kind of want you to just look at everything for a moment here so you can see where all the different sections are and kind of where everything is, okay? So like I said before, your bones and charms are kind of spread throughout, so it's not necessarily a good or bad thing, it's just kind of the way it is. So with that being said, though, I would say the majority of your bones and charms this month, Libra, is in relationships and love and body and mental health. There's a lot of stuff going on in the past, the bones and charms that have fallen onto the white mat, so we will go over that. But again, this is a general reading and these readings are timeless. So this reading could resonate for December and also January, but it could be whenever you see this, right? It doesn't have to be those months. There may still be a message here for you as well, okay? So now I kind of want to hover my hand over and see where Spirit wants me to start this reading for you, because it's different for every reading. So just give me a moment here. Spirits, please guide my hand. Where would you like me to start this Libra reading? Where would you like me to start this Libra reading? So it's actually right here. That was pretty quick. So this is where one of your skulls is, and your other one is out here on its side, okay? So sometimes that does happen, but not all the time. Where the skull is, sometimes that's where they want to start. Spirit wants to start the reading, but it doesn't have to be that way. It's definitely not that way all the time. But where the skulls are in a reading, okay, can tell you where someone's mind is at, or where it has been at, or where it will be, right? We got some in the past here, and then some in the current present energies, all right? But yeah, real quickly, all these different sections, right? We have body and mental health, relationships and love, spiritual unconscious, and work and money. So they want to start here in work and money, so that is what we will do. But yeah, so I can see here Libra, all right, because on the side of this skull, okay, we have the hummingbird, and then we have the scissors underneath the hummingbird, and then we have part of the turkey wishbone that's in these two sections, but it's crossing the line into here, okay? So this is kind of telling me here in terms of your work or money or finances, or just how you're being valued or how someone else is being valued, because you can come to this reading and it can be about you or someone else, multiple people, general environment situation. But there's like something going on here on someone's mind, or just the energy where there's needs to be something cut away in terms of like what they or you do naturally that you're good at, that can be a little bit let's say non-traditional, because the hummingbird, right, flies backwards, and that is non-traditional, right? Most birds fly forwards, okay? And it's also about things that you're naturally good at, and not necessarily caring what other people think about those things, and just doing it anyway. So it's really interesting that it's paired here with the scissors. So maybe there's an aspect of that that needs to be cut away a little bit. Okay, I wouldn't say all the way, but a little bit, because it is tied to some type of wish, or group of wishes, if it's more than one wish, that has something to do with relationships and love, all types of relationships, whether it's romantic or platonic with friends or family, or even self love. But when we talk about, you know, over here in this section where we are, work and money, finances, and how we're being valued, a lot of times that can cross over into our relationships, our work relationships, but not only that, like, right? So how we're valued in general, okay? So this is really interesting, because normally I don't see the scissors like with the hummingbird like that. But if there's an energy here where someone is being a little bit too non-traditional, or someone is carrying taking it to another level, where they're like, it's good to not care what other people think in some sense, but it can also, everything can be taken to an extreme here. So take this part how it may resonate for you, but it could just be that, like, whatever your work and money and finances wishes are, perhaps there's something that needs to be cut away here around that, okay? Now, again, if we pull out, right, your work and money, your spiritual unconscious, there's still stuff going on here, but this is where the least amount of bones and charms is. So generally when that happens, I would say whatever you're already doing, continue to do that, okay? Because Spirit wants you to focus more on these other areas. But with that being said here too, I do see a little bit of confusion here with the cloud charm, and it's right on the line, and it's touching this conch seashell, okay? So there could be some feminine energy here that is tied to the work or money or the finances, that there's a little bit of confusion there, okay? Now with this deer tooth here too, it could be that someone has been chewing over and digesting, like, how to get back to maybe a more innocent energy, because I associate deers with an innocent, kind of gentle energy. How to get back to that with the work, or at work, or with the money, the finances, or being valued here. Now we also have my symbol for Capricorn here, Libra. in your work and money. So this could have something to do with someone who's a sun sign Capricorn, or they got a lot of Capricorn in your chart, or their chart, right? But it could also be referring to Capricorn season that we just went into a couple of days ago on December 21st. But if it has nothing to do with the zodiac sign Capricorn, it could just also be like, well, there's a lot of hardworking, resilient type of energy here with the work, with the money, with the finances. So the Capricorn energy, the goat goes up the mountain, right? And if it falls down the mountain and it's okay, it's gonna get back up. It's like a never giving up type of energy, this really hardworking energy. So there could be something of significance happening with the work or the money, or the finances again during Capricorn season. So where we are now until half of January, but it doesn't have to be necessarily like a timing thing. So even though we have, there looks like a nice balance with that hardworking energy, over here we also have the peace doves, okay? So a nice peaceful energy. Capricorn earth sign is a very slow moving energy as well. Now I also see with work, because it's right on the word on the mat, okay, we have Pegasus the winged horse, and then we have the horseshoe. Let me turn that down, sorry. Just ambient music in the background, and sometimes there's commercials. But we have the horseshoe and the ladybug here as well. So there's like a sense of freedom here and good luck, okay? Generally at work or with the work, the money, the finances here, all right? Now, if we pull out a little bit here, Libra, and look at what's like in the past in this section, okay, is we have the lightning bolt on this side, and then we have the safety pin here, okay? And this represents past energy, anything on the white mat, okay? So there could have been a lot of new ideas that came in the past, okay? Again, either from you or someone else, or just in general, in terms of work or money or finances. And while that was happening, or with that energy, there could have also been this energy of feeling very safe, maybe, to explore these new ideas about work or with the money, the finances are being valued. And that could be why I said in general, right, whatever you're already doing here, continue to do, because not only do you have that good luck, but Spirit wants you to focus more on these other areas, okay? And that could be because of what was started in the past, okay? And having that feeling of safety there, all right? Now we're going to go ahead and move into the spiritual unconscious section. And so that's where we said, and so you can just see once it focuses in a second, this is where your other skull was, all right? And so it's half on the white mat and half on the black mat. So again, someone's mind in the past and still currently could be a lot on the spiritual unconscious. And so what does that mean? That's our intuition, right? That's what we feel when we're alone, or where we're sleeping, we're dreaming, right? That's kind of, our gut reactions to things, okay? And so with someone's mind or the energy being heavy there, we can also see on this side what was going on a little bit in the past as well. This is known as my listening seashell. Again, feminine energy here. So it could be in the past someone was spiritually and unconsciously listening for, well, how do I remain flexible so I can have more spiritual abundance, with this buckeye here and the dog ankle bone. So abundance, okay, is not just money, right? And when we're talking about spiritual and unconscious abundance, it's whatever you want to manifest in your life on that kind of aspect, okay? I also see here with the butterfly, Libra, that you or someone else, or the general environment situation, could be going through some type of spiritual unconscious transformation with the butterfly here as well. So that's very beautiful. Now, as we go this way, we have the symbol for Pisces here, Libra, and it is on top of the elephant, okay? And it's right on the line here, and then we've got the broom. So it's on the line between body and mental and spiritual unconscious. But there could be some memories, either about a Pisces, someone who's a sun sign Pisces or has a lot of Pisces in their chart, or where you have Pisces in your chart could be a clue as well. Or it's referring to Pisces season. Okay, maybe something, a memory of that. Um, but if it's not any of that zodiac stuff about Pisces, right, that doesn't necessarily have to resonate that part. It could just really be about this water energy of going with the flow with these memories here, these spiritual unconscious memories. And there's a need here to clear them, okay? So, not resisting the spiritual unconscious memories, but letting them come through, remembering them in its entirety or their entirety, I'm hearing, and just clearing it and letting it go, okay? Because that's really going to help you here, or help someone else, or just in general. Now, here we have the coyote claw, and we have one of the human teeth bones over here. And then we have the Cupid symbol, and it's kind of pointing towards the center circle that kind of connects all the different sections, right? And so if we do that clearing of those memories, right, and letting things go and letting it flow, we want to be able to manifest again what we want spiritually and unconsciously in our intuition, deep down in our soul, our gut reactions to things. What do we really want to manifest here? So someone will be or has been chewing over and digesting this. And when we talk about feminine energy that you had in the past back there with the other seashell, and then also this seashell, we all have masculine and feminine, of course, inside of us. But it's like higher vibrational feminine energy would be a soft receiving energy, okay, a gentle energy. And I always like when I see that in the spiritual unconscious section too, because that's the type of energy we need for this section, right? And with Cupid being here, that's my symbol for love, okay, all types of love, whether it's romantic love, platonic love, self-love, all of the above. Cupid is like, look at how all of, or people are trying to point out, look at how all these different areas like intersect here, Libra. So it could be that you've already really been busy this month, and you might continue to be busy throughout, part of January as well, with trying to kind of, again, you're the balance scales, right? Bring balance into all these kind of different areas, okay? But again, in general, whatever you're doing in terms of spiritual unconscious, it looks like you're doing good. So continue through that transformation. Just clear any memories that you need to, and just keep going, okay? Because if there's some confusion there, again, with that cloud being right on the line there too, that's normal if you're going through a spiritual or unconscious kind of transformation. So to get rid of any of that stagnant, confusing energy, just clear those memories, go with the flow, and then keep focusing on what you want to bring into your life, okay? All right. Now, as we pull out into maybe one of your more busiest sections here, the busiest one this month, I would say, or even not just month, right? Since these readings are timeless, not just December, January, but we got a lot going on here in the body and mental health, Libra. So again, this could be about you or someone else or multiple people, general environment situation. But let's start in the past and then kind of go forward. All right, so we'll kind of start on this side here. Okay, so we got the fish vertebrae, okay, the backbone, part of the backbone here. We have the bat, we have the lock, okay, and then we have one of the honeybees. We got part of the spider web. If we go this way, okay, we've got the ship charm, and then we also have the mountain charm. And then out there, we'll go there in a second. But just looking at this here, Libra, it could be that in the past, and what is the past, right? It could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc., whatever the past is for you or someone else, so the energy. there could have been a lot of good luck in terms of someone's body and mental health, and a lot of support, in some sense, but maybe the good luck and the support didn't feel like they were the same, or they were coming together, because when we have that lock, that kind of represents some type of stagnant energy here. And with it being right next to the first honeybee here, honeybees represent individual power and community power. Okay, so even though there was support here, okay, with the body and the mental health, maybe there was like not enough support within the community, or a community kind of aspect, or maybe there wasn't enough support with the individual energy around the body and mental health. So maybe somebody wasn't taking enough responsibility with their own body and mental health here individually. Maybe they were putting it too much on the doctors, the trainers, etc., right? But this definitely affected like the whole environment in the past. It started to a little bit, and then it goes more into the future, current, present energies with the spider and the spider web, and we'll go more into that in a minute. But there could have been definitely some challenges here, Libra, perhaps with traveling, okay, the ship charm here, um, and also the mountain charm. Um, Now, if it wasn't about travel in terms of body and mental health, it could also be that there were some challenges around water, or something about water, okay? Um, Maybe not drinking enough water. It could be as basic as that in the past, but it doesn't have to be that. Um, so I feel that a lot of actions were taking place in the past in terms of someone's health, but they weren't all the way there yet. Okay, it was like one part has started, but not the other parts. I say that too because here we can see um, the nutmeg here, and then the yin and yang. Okay, so masculine, feminine energy, right? Looking for balance here, and wanting to manifest again, whatever it is that someone or the energy wants for their body and mental health. Okay. Now, as we go this way, still in the past, I really love to see, okay, that Leo, the lion charm there, right next to another human teeth bone. And then this is part of the whale vertebrae, okay, that little small round bone here. So this could have something to do with the Leo, sun sign Leo, or Leo season, or where you may have Leo in your chart, may be a clue. But if it's not any of the zodiac stuff, it's just like, well, where do we have our passion and our creativity, that fire energy? Where do we feel that in terms of our body and mental health? So someone in the past, or the energy, was thinking a lot about this. And also, like, where do we feel the support? Okay, because the backbone, the vertebrae, is our support system, whether it's friends, family, romantic partner, doctors, trainers, whatever, mental health care, counselors, etc., right? Since we're in this section. So maybe in the past, someone was thinking a lot about that, and how to, you know, use that fiery energy to kind of move forward. Now, I also see, if we go this way here, Libra, we have the horseshoe charm, and then we have the water charm. So this is my charm for family. Okay, so it could be about a parent or being a parent. It could be blood family, but it doesn't have to be. It could also just be whoever we consider our tribe or our group of people that we are closest to. But there was a lot of emotions here with that, in terms of someone's body and mental health. Okay. But also, there was a lot of good luck here in the past, right? We see the giant green lucky rabbit's foot here, and we see the bicycle underneath it. So, a lot of movement, okay, starting here in the past in terms of body and mental health. Also, could have something to do with exercise, right? Or just, you know, a lot of movement, okay? Um, Now, I also see here, Libra, with that wish charm here, that there could have been a group of wishes or one wish for something about the body and mental health. That again, here we have your second honeybee, okay? That's both in the past and in the present, future, current energies a little bit. So remember, your first one was over here, and now you got your second one. So again, maybe there's like a wish that was started in the past about, well, how can I get a sense of individual power and community power in terms of body and mental health, and where to find that support too, and the right kind of support, right? Um, so when that is attached to, and I'm just going to move this over to see what else is underneath that green lucky rabbit's foot, but when it is attached to, this is the first raccoon penis bone here, so this represents masculine energy. Okay, again, we all have masculine and feminine. So if it's divine, higher vibrational masculine energy, it could be being proactive, or a little bit more aggressive about the body and mental health side. So maybe this started in the past and now it's really coming in into the future, current, present energies, and bringing all that good luck with, okay, things are changing, things are moving. Let's like capitalize on that. I'm hearing, okay. And we also see, like right on the line too, that was a little bit underneath this green lucky rabbit's foot, is the leaf here charm, and then the seashell charm. Okay, so a lot of clearing maybe started here in the past, a cleansing, clearing energy that was like a long time coming, or it had even something to do with clearing stuff from even past lives, depending on how further back you want to go, right? Since this is past energy. But I see that really being like a catalyst again for the masculine energy to come in here, and to be like more proactive with it. Okay. Now, if we can see too that baby is lying on top of that raccoon penis bone. So this could have something here to do, Libra, with your children if you have children. If you don't, it could be about someone else's children, or someone else's children, even if you do have children, or it could just be about a childlike energy. Okay, so it's like the masculine energy being proactive, being more aggressive or assertive with the body and mental health. It can also, you can do that while also being playful, is kind of what this message is here. And then we see over here part of the raccoon claw coming in. And so that's about manifesting something. Anytime we see the claws or the nails, it's reaching, it's grasping for something, right? Um, and it feels more supportive. It's almost like we see this figure on the mat, right, meditating. All the sections have these little different designs that go with it, and it's almost like this playful energy, this childlike energy, wants to almost put a hand on someone's leg here, like, hey, I'm right next to you. Hey, I'm here, right? So we can be playful and aggressive and proactive at the same time. It doesn't have to be like so serious, okay? Now let's go back this way and move and talk about all these other things here. So we started to say earlier that with that spider and that spider web, okay, our work in, let me slow down. The work that we're doing in terms of our body and mental health and that whole environment, okay, really maybe like is putting a real emphasis here on nutrition, okay, for someone here, Libra, because I rarely ever see like the fork and the apple so close together like that. So it kind of would still be about nutrition on its own, since it's in this section in the body and mental health, but it's asking someone, or the energy here of, well, what are you feeding your body and what are you feeding your mind, right? So it can be about nutrition, but also about mental health. And there could be a teacher or mentor or guide here, or your own leadership qualities, okay, that can really help with this. Um, I see a beautiful energy here, Libra, and there's your symbol, right? Or where, depending on where you have Libra in your chart, but there is the balance scales, okay? and it was right on the line between that slash for body and mental health. So a real balance here between the body and mental health. And then a beautiful clearing energy underneath that, with the feather charm. So this could also have something to do with another Libra, or where you may have multiple areas of Libra in your chart, or Libra season, even. But if it's not that, it could just be really about where is that balance. So keep clearing those energies and thinking about what are we putting in our physical body and what are we putting in our mind. Now, I love this over here for you too, Libra. If we move it over, right, there's the mental word on the mat, and we have the lizard. So this is all about healing and rebirth. So some lizards, when you cut off their tail, it regrows, right? So I definitely like that, for you, okay? Because depending on, again, where you have Libra in your chart, but air sign Libra, they overthink. A lot of air signs overthink, okay? So it's like a healing energy, maybe helping with that overthinking and calming the mind here. So I definitely like that here for you. Now, as we go this way, this is pretty interesting. We got the sun charm and the question mark on top. So if there's a question throughout the month of December and into even January of next year, like what does it mean to be happy within my body and mental health, or for someone else, or for the general environment? Okay, so there's like some real questions there about that, but that's a good thing to question those things again because of the fork. And if we go this way, we have another human teeth bone here, and then this is the symbol for Saturn, right? And Saturn's the ruler of Capricorn, right? So it could be because we're in Capricorn season now, till the half of January. Like Saturn comes in and says, let's get serious, let's get organized, let's delegate tasks, right? It's a slow moving Saturn, Earth, Capricorn energy, okay? Remember, you had the Capricorn energy over here in work and money and finances and being valued. But here, the ruler of Capricorn is like really coming in here. This could be part of the general astrology, right? Putting an an extra emphasis on this energy, or making it easier to work with this energy to get more serious, organized, and responsible, in terms of body and mental health. All right, so I definitely like that. Now, these challenges that were here in the past, either due to travel or something about water here, could be why we see here now the symbol for Sagittarius, okay? The bow and arrow here. So it could have something to do with the Sagittarius, or during Sagittarius season that we just moved out of, or where you have Sagittarius in your chart. But if it's not any of those things, it could also just be, what are your body and mental health goals, okay, or someone else's? Where do you pull back that arrow and then let it go and hit the target? And this is really interesting. It's almost pointing to, in the past, that yin and yang symbol. So the target could just be balance, right? And that's you, Libra. And I see it here. We already saw it with your balance scales being here, okay? So that definitely makes sense. It's like confirming that again. Now, as we move this way here, Libra, we've got the coffin symbol here. I'm just going to flip it over so you can see it a little bit. It's hard to see on the black mat, but there it is, okay? And then we have, very interesting, we've got the envelope charm here. We've got the strawberry charm. We have a piece of the armadillo vertebrae, and then we have the bobcat tooth here. So the coffin is one of my symbols for passed on loved ones, friends, family, etc. It could even be ancestors or spirit guides, but they could have a message here for you this month, or an opportunity here about something about the details of someone's body and mental health, okay? With it being next to the armadillo vertebrae or the backbone, right? It could be they're wanting you, okay, in general, let me turn that down, to be more strong, to have that hard outer shell of the armadillo, to have like to not be so sensitive about the body and mental health. There's something like, go over the details, yes, but don't be so sensitive about the details or about what this message is. So someone is really going to be chewing over and digesting this here with the bobcat tooth, and it could go back even to, um, what we're wishing for or someone's wishing for here in terms of someone's health. Okay. But again, it's just like saying, don't be so sensitive, um, because there's more information in the details, and the details will bring, um, that sensitivity, to calm down. I'm hearing, okay, so we're gonna have more of a hard outer shell, in terms of someone's body and mental health here. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and move into your last section here, into relationships and love, right? And that's all types of relationships, whether it's romantic, platonic, friends and family, and self love, okay? So I want to start in the past, and then we'll move closer to the future, current, present energies. But yeah, so here we can see the skeleton hand is here. We have the coyote penis bone here. We've got the alligator claw sitting on top of the rope charm, and then we have that second raccoon penis bone there. Okay, so the skeleton hand is just like the coffin that we talked about, right? So for me, it's another symbol for passed on loved ones, friends, family, ancestors, spirit guides. It's energy beyond the veil. Okay, so they're showing up here in the past, in terms of relationships, and maybe wanting to bring in, this is double masculine energy, right? So raccoon penis bone here, masculine. Excuse me, coyote penis bone here, masculine. So it's like over time, someone really was trying to manifest this energy to be maybe more proactive or aggressive in terms of their relationships with their self and others here. Okay, because maybe, in the past too, there was a real, wanting to manifest the sense of freedom, like emotional freedom. Okay, and needing to go slow with that in the past, because I can see underneath the freedom cuffs is, um, the turtle. Okay, there's the turtle. So again, this is past energy, and this also could have something to do like with the home, okay? Because we have the chair charm over here too. So it could be something about home, being in the home or the house or whatever. But it also could be like, well, where do we feel at home in our relationships? And where can we also have emotional freedom within our relationships? There's definitely something here, Libra, where someone wasn't seeing something clearly, okay, in the past with their cat, with the cat eye here, okay? And it's like somebody was trying to manifest something, but not all the information was there, okay? Because you have that raccoon claw right next to, um, the cat's eye. Okay, now I want to see what's underneath it. All right, we got two different things. So we've got the fish charm, and then we have the mermaid, right? So it could be that in the past, some energy or someone, wasn't seeing like where their long held belief for prosperity was. Okay, um, somebody wasn't seeing that clearly, or the energy was blocked there, or we didn't have all the information, right? Because there was that, again, that need to go slow with the turtle, but also there was like that desire for some type of emotional freedom. Okay. um Now I just want to look up something here for you guys real quickly, because I feel like sometimes, it's good to get different words, right? So prosperity, right, would be the state of being successful and having a lot of money, okay? but it could also refer to peace, health, mutual support, and respect for all people. Okay, so there was something where perhaps somebody wasn't respecting somebody here in the past. There was not enough emotional support to have, again, that emotional freedom. All right. It's going to be a little bit different for everybody since it is a general reading. Okay. But this is past energy. So, this, whatever this is going to kind of tell us what's going on in the future, current, present energies. Now, as we go this way a little bit in the past here, Libra, we also have, okay, the crown, we've got the four-leaf clover, and then we have the listening bells. So this could have also had something to do with, in the past, someone that was higher up than you or that had more knowledge here with the crown. Or it could be also your own leadership qualities here in the past. Somebody was really listening for that and trying to find good luck with that, right? So sometimes when you see the crown, it could be like, let's say the crown was in work or money. It could be like, you're gonna get a promotion, or you're gonna get more responsibility, or you're gonna become a leader, right? But here in relationships and love, it could be like the next level of a relationship, okay? Or wanting that, okay? So maybe somebody was listening for that in the past as well. Now, as we move into the black mat, the current, I'm talking too fast, sorry. The current or present or future energies, okay? Here we have the key charm, we've got the star, and then we have the book. All right, so I love that those were really close together. I just moved them out so you could see them a little bit better from all those designs on the mat. So the key charm represents answers. Answers about how do I follow my North Star, and how do I follow the information that I've gotten so far in terms of my relationships, right? How do I use the information that maybe, again, we didn't have in the past, but maybe now we've got it. We have more information about how to have more prosperity. So as we move to the yes charm, I love that this is here for you as well, Libra. And I believe it's on top of the money bags, but let's also see if there's anything else. Oh, and there's the corn charm, okay? So when the yes coin shows up here, and we're talking about abundance in our relationships and planting seeds to get more abundance. Abundance is whatever we want to manifest in our relationships. When we have the yes charm there, that's like your green light, okay? Or someone else's green light, or just the energy's green light, okay? So it could be like yes to something, again, for December into January, or some kind of green light. Now around that yes, we also have this very protective energy here in terms of your relationships, Libra. It's protective energy over top of the frog and the puzzle piece. So cool, Libra. So there could be some type of leap of faith here in one relationship or multiple relationships that is really protected. It's a big piece of the puzzle. And it's like with that other raccoon penis bone coming in here and crossing the line into this section too. Remember, masculine energy, more assertive, more proactive, right? It's like this leap of faith is really important, okay? Again, whether it's you or someone else, or just the energy, leap of faith means jumping without knowing where we're going to land. And it's really interesting too because it's a frog, right? And they're really good at jumping. So this energy is protected. Okay, it's almost like make that leap of faith, or accept that leap of faith, or whatever it may be, because it's protected. It's a big piece of the puzzle. Okay. Now, as we go this way, we've got our ship anchor here. We've got the masculine charm, and we've got the witch here, and then our angel coin as well. So, and I think this was a little bit more like that. Okay, so we also have that turkey wishbone. This is about taking again masculine energy to give us more of a sense of freedom, emotional freedom that someone maybe wanted in the past, but not just emotional, right? Um, Freedom and safety, okay? Proactive energy around that. So, where do we drop our ship anchor when we need to stop something? Okay, and where do we lift our anchor when we need to go? So, having the freedom to do that. Um, and because it's right on the heart here, there's something about the heart chakra, right? Or someone's heart chakra within the energy in our body. There's higher vibrational, okay, energy here. There's divine angels, right? Beautiful, okay? So higher vibrational beings here maybe want to help you with this energy, and also they're very, very supportive, okay? Because on this side, okay, we have the snake vertebrae, okay? So snakes represent evolution and change. The vertebrae is the backbone, supportive energy, okay? So your angels, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call it, is helping like open this heart chakra. So again, there can be freedom to move and to stop and to go, like when you need to, or when someone needs to, or when the energy needs to. I also really like that the witch charm is over here, because that's my symbol for a friend, a group of friends, or just a friendly type of energy. And she's like, it's like 1, 2, 3. It goes in this kind of order here. And she looks like she's going to fly all along this wish. Somebody wants to help you, or a group of people or friendly energy wants to help you with whatever you wish for in terms of your relationships with yourself and others. Okay? Let's not forget, though, there is something that needs to be cut out here in terms of our relationships, too. Okay? Because underneath that turkey wishbone and crossing the line, whatever touches these different things, they still apply to this one, this section as well. So, with the scissors being right next to the hummingbird represents non traditional energy, doing something we're naturally good at and not caring what others think. So, and then, even though these aren't touching, it's like we're wishing for peaceful energy. So, inside of the turkey wishbone's legs, let's say, we have, again, scissors, the hummingbird, but then we also have over here peace, okay, that peaceful energy. So maybe someone or you or someone else, or just the energy is like, I really want peace in my relationships, right? Who doesn't want that? We don't want all the combative drama energy all the time. Sometimes we just want to be at peace, okay? And so the cutting away of part of the hummingbird, again, it's going to be different for everybody because it's a general reading, but it could just be like, if we're being too non-traditional in our relationships, or we're not caring at all what other people think, that can go too far and into like a negative aspect. So just think about how that may make sense for you, okay? But also the last thing here, if we go further out this way too, again, kind of within those turkey wishbone's legs, is then we have Pegasus the winged horse, and then we have that horseshoe in the ladybug. So wishing in for our relationships a peaceful energy, but also the freedom. We talked about freedom back there as well with the freedom cuffs, a wish for emotional freedom, and good luck. Okay? So really think about too how, I said it before, how the work and money and finances and being valued, how that happens at work, also how we're valued within our relationships, because there's a crossover there. Okay? So, yeah, hopefully that gave you some things to think about, and hopefully that will make a little bit more sense for you guys. Always feel free to let me know in the comments if you feel guided, or even privately, whatever is good. But yeah, that is your reading, Libra. So I'm going to leave it here, and I will post the picture later too on my Facebook page. But yes, the ways to support this channel, all the different free ways, are to subscribe on YouTube for free. It just notifies you when I put out new videos. Of course, to like the video or to follow, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, or later eventually Facebook and Instagram as well. All right, so you guys take care. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with the last sign with Scorpio in a few minutes. All right, see you guys. Bye.